Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I'm really excited to be back here on YouTube. It has been about 2 weeks since I posted my last video. It has just been a really crazy semester. For summer semester, everything is condensed into 10 to 11 weeks, which means that I'm literally learning at like a really rapid pace. So it makes it a little bit difficult for me to spend a lot of my time focused on that and focused on YouTube plus my book blog. So there's just a lot of stuff that's been going on for the past 2 weeks, but I did make it through finals week, thank Jesus, because it was just a hard semester, you know. It's difficult to like stay motivated as time goes on. So yeah, I apologize for my absence, but I am back and I'm so thankful. This week I'm going to be filming videos for the week that I am actually going to see my in-laws in Georgia. And I'm also considering doing some vlogging while I'm up there. My husband and I are wanting to do a couple of different things. I know that we're wanting to go hiking and stuff like that. So we'll see. I'll see how I'm feeling with the vlogging. A lot of times I just like to relax whenever I'm on vacation. So we'll see. Maybe not. But I will have videos out for you guys all next week while I am gone. And yeah, so I am going to go ahead and jump into my favorites. I obviously did do my makeup over the 2 weeks that I was not here on my channel, but yeah, so I don't know what the but was. So yeah, I have some products that I have been really loving for the month of July, and honestly it is so crazy to me that July and pretty much summer is over. Like, we're almost in hurricane season. I mean like hardcore hurricane season in Florida, and that is just so crazy to me. It feels like I just missed a ton of school last year because of hurricane season. So yeah, it is just, time is just flying by. It is really incredible. But I'm gonna stop rambling and go ahead and get on into the makeup that I have for you guys. So per usual, I have my little bin of goodies right here. I'm just going to kind of pull stuff out as I go on. I'll try to keep it in like some sort of reasonable order, but I can't make any promises. The first thing I have is the Emite Makeup Diamond Heart Primer, and this has been along my channel for a pretty long time now. I don't know why I keep repeating myself. I need to get it together. It's been a while since I filmed, so I'm gonna be a little bit awkward on this one. I apologize. So yeah, this is the Diamond Heart Primer. This is definitely more of a moisturizing primer, very illuminating. My skin has been super dry and just irritated since I have been going into finals week, but this has honestly saved my life for the days that I have worn makeup for work. It's just really nice, and it doesn't add too much luminosity to your skin, so I feel like even if you were a little bit oily, you could probably get away with this. But it also adds a little tiny bit of tackiness, which makes me feel better in regards to it sticking to my foundation and making the foundation last a little bit longer. Sometimes whenever you have illuminating primers, they can kind of just make your foundation slide off of your skin, but this one definitely doesn't. It has a little bit of that texture to it, which is really nice. The next thing I have is the foundation that I have been loving on for the month of July. This is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Water Foundation. I used this a ton whenever I first purchased it, and then I just kind of lost my tan. And I'm more of the kind of person who doesn't buy the same foundations in every single shade. I'm more of, I have like my summer foundations that are in my darker shade, and then my winter foundations that add a little bit more like matteness, because I don't like to be too dewy during the winter. I just feel like it kind of meshes with the season. But this one is really nice. I feel like it adds the perfect amount of luminosity to your skin. It's not like the Becca Aqua Luminous foundation. That one can look so wet. It really makes you look oily. Even whenever I'm my most dry, I will tend to look more oily with that foundation. This one adds just the perfect amount of balance. I really love it, and it stays on for a really long time. Oh, I'm in the shade Light Neutral, so that's like more of my tan side. And then moving on to my current obsession for concealer. This is the E.L.F. concealer. It looks like this. It has this little jar tube thing. And honestly, you guys, like, I read kind of mixed reviews on this. I read that some people really, really love it. Other people, it tends to crease on them. But for me, I am obsessed with this, you guys. It is so good. I really like the color Fair for my skin tone, especially whenever I'm a little more tan. It's definitely not a true Fair, which is kind of disappointing. I wish that they would, first off, add a lot more color ranges to their concealer, but this is not a true Fair. So you're not going to be able to do well with this concealer if you are really, really light in skin tone. It's honestly like the same color as my shoulders whenever I apply it to my face. But in terms of its longevity, it stays on all day. Even, you know, I think one time I like actually forgot to set my under eye, which is really weird for me. And there was a little tiny bit of creasing whenever I did that, but it wasn't bad. And the creasing didn't happen until later on in the day. And I really like this because it also is like, what's the word? It's very opaque. So I tend to have a lot of redness underneath my eyes, and I also have a lot of veins on my eyelid, and I tend to use my concealer for my eye primer as well. And this really helps to cover up all of my redness, all my dark circles, and my veins. It's really, really nice, and a little bit goes a long way. Now I'm going to jump into, oh wait, no, I have one more face thing, two more face things. Okay, so if you guys saw one of my more recent videos, I made a pretty large haul for Colourpop and a couple other places, but I got this duo right here, which is so freaking gorgeous. This is the blush and highlight duo from Colourpop. This one is in the shade Done Deal. I have to write it on the back because the only place that they put the name is on like the sleeve that it comes in, and that's just too much work for me. So I just like ripped that off and I wrote Done Deal on the back so I knew what the name was. But you guys, Colourpop has really been stepping up their game. I know that they were kind of more of like a mediocre brand whenever they first came out, and for about like a year to 2 years after. But they have really, really stepped up their game. Their formulas are incredible. I'm super obsessed with this blush because I feel like it's really unique. It is a baby doll pink, but in person it has a slight undertone of peach, whereas a lot of blushes tend to be either more baby doll or they tend to be more peach. This one has, I feel like, a good mixture of both. And then this highlight, I have it on my face right now. It is just so beautiful. It gives you that glow from within. I would say that this is definitely a highlight that I would wear more whenever I am slightly tan to more tan, just because it definitely has a lot of color to it, but it is so beautiful. Like, it just gives a really nice glow and sheen to the skin. It looks like it has a lot of like chunks of glitter in it, but it really doesn't. It's super finely milled. It's absolutely gorgeous. I have been loving this ever since I got it. It's so good. Another thing that has been my godsend since I have purchased this is the Pixi Glow Mist. This is the Glow Mist. They have like different types of mist, but this is the one that comes into the green bottle. Whenever I am really dry, I will apply this all over my face whenever like before I go in with my primer. Even if I am using an illuminating primer, this just gives a really nice solid base whenever you have super dry skin. I will also add this into my skincare routine whenever my skin is more dry. I'll just apply it, let it dry before I go in with my moisturizer. But as a setting spray, if you guys have ever felt like whenever you put powder on either underneath your eyes, or sometimes I'll set my whole face, sometimes you can like really see the powder like little granules on like the hairs of your face, and that just irks me so much because you can obviously tell that you're wearing makeup. And so this does such an amazing job at just smoothing all of those powders out for you. It makes it look like your foundation and your powders is just like part of your skin. It does so much. I will definitely be repurchasing this like forever. It is definitely a staple in my makeup now. All right, moving on to the eyes. Again, this is from the purchase that I made with Colourpop, but I got actually 5 different eyeshadows, but it's not necessarily the colors that I purchased. I think that the colors are really cool that I ended up getting, but it's more of the formula. I was really pleasantly surprised whenever I got these and found out how pigmented they were. They were absolutely amazing. I've been loving on these eyeshadows ever since I got them, especially these 2 right here, and this one actually. This one's more of just like a fun pop of pink, but these 3 right here are amazing if you're looking for more of like that baby doll pink, kind of like cool undertone. The first one is Say I Do, this one right here. And then the second one is Soft Core. And then the third one that I've been using the most is Labyrinth. So those 3 together are absolutely amazing. I'll just show you a quick little swatch. Look at that. That is insane. That pigment is absolutely incredible. They feel super soft to the touch, blend out like a dream. I'm really, really impressed with what Colourpop has been doing so far with all of their pressed products. I really want to try their concealers that they just launched and their more of their like pressed highlighters, because I'm obsessed with the highlighter that I have, and I feel like their concealers, they probably have been working on those for quite a bit. So I don't know, let me know what you guys think if you do have the concealer. I'm really curious to see what people are saying about it. But yeah, their eyeshadows are incredible. The next thing that I have for eyes is by Fiona Stiles. This is the Ultimate Lash Icon Volumizing Mascara. And this one I actually got in the shade Worth. I'm wearing it on my lashes right now. Apparently, whenever I made my order, I didn't even realize like what color I was getting, but this is more of like a burgundy, so it's kind of like that really deep red wine color. I was a little bit nervous whenever I first got this and realized that the shade wasn't black or brown, but after I put it on, it really, really makes my eyes pop. I don't know what it is about the burgundy color, but with brown eyes, it just really pulls out the honey of my eyes, which I love. And the formula of this is absolutely amazing. If you guys can get your hands on this, I highly recommend the formula. It adds so much volume and texture. It reminds me a lot of the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, but the formula is just a tad bit more wet, whereas I find that the Better Than Sex mascara tends to dry out a little bit quicker. This one is amazing, and it doesn't leave like little flakes underneath your eyes or anything like that. It's absolutely amazing, and I also love it for the lower lashes as well. Okay, so now I have 3 lip colors that I have been loving. So the first one is a liquid lipstick. This is the Melted Matte Liquid Lipstick by Too Faced, and it is in the shade Cool Girl. So, oh my god, I just dropped it. BRB. Where the hell did that bitch go? Whew. Okay, so that was quite an adventure. But anyways, this is the packaging. I love Too Faced packaging. I just think that they hit the nail on the head every single time. They remind me a lot of Tarte with their packaging. You can tell that it's very luxurious. This part right here is glass, and then it has kind of like that matte pale gold. It's just so beautiful and luxurious looking. But the color itself, oh my gosh, you guys, this is the perfect nude for me. It's a little bit mauve-y. It's definitely more of like a darker nude for me anyways. It's just perfect. Like, I have been on the hunt for so long for the perfect nude for me, and for some reason I either end up with something that's way too light, or I end up with something that's more of like a true mauve and not an actual nude. But this one is so good. The formula is incredible. It definitely is not drying at all for a liquid lipstick. It stays on for a really, really long time, and oh, it's just amazing. I love this color. Whenever I'm going for something that's more of like a cool tone look, or if I'm just wanting to wear something that's a little bit funky, I have been wearing Abstract. This is a cream lipstick from Urban Decay, and I do believe that it is discontinued, but you guys know the internet. You can literally find any makeup product out there. People will buy stuff in bundles just so that they can sell it for a higher price. But this is just a really cool color, and it's something that I don't have in my collection. It's pulling a little bit more pink on camera, but it definitely has more of that like gray undertone. It's just really cool. And in general, the Urban Decay lipsticks with the cream formula are so amazing. Like, obviously it's very opaque, even though it is more of a cream base and it's not a matte, but it stays on the lips for a really, really long time. And it's just such a cool color. Like, I love to wear this with more of my cool tones. Now, the last product that I have for my July beauty favorites is a Bite Beauty lipstick, obviously. This one is in the shade Rosé. This is such, oh my God, you guys. If you guys don't have this in your collection and you like to wear pink lipstick, you need to get it. Like, go out, put it in your Sephora cart, whatever you gotta do. But this is the color right here. You guys already know how obsessed I am with Bite Beauty lip products. They're just so amazing, but this one in particular is the perfect shade for the summer months. It's just absolutely gorgeous. It looks like watermelon on your lips, but it's not too bright to where it looks tacky. Like those little girl colors, you know, whenever you're a little girl and you wear like the really, really bright pink. This one's just a little bit toned down, more of like a woman color. It's just absolutely gorgeous. I love it. And of course the formula is just out of this world. So I hope that you guys enjoyed my July beauty favorites. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up for me so that I know that you enjoyed it. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you can stay updated on all of my videos. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.